Hello, I'm Karen, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to make these beautiful little ivy heart leaves to be able to go on your ivy cage blanket. I'm going to be using the sample that I was working with earlier when I was doing the other one, just to show you how to actually join them. And also, top tip, save all of your tail ends. You can use your little bags to save all of those tail ends. You can do all your sorting out and you use those for stuffing later on. Okay, so I do believe the inspiration for these leaves, because I say it's called the ivy cage. So what I did is, I'm just getting you some samples. So this is, let's put this behind there. This is an English ivy leaf. Sorry, this one's gone a bit brown, but this one is from the Irish ivy, and it's, as you can see, it's a heart shape. That's a really beautiful one. I've got a bigger one there. We can see it starts to have this little kink in it, and to be honest, when you're actually crocheting, you do get like a little bit of a kink in there. So if you put that way around, it is actually like the Irish ivy leaf. Okay, so just thought I'd just share that bit with you, because I do believe that the Voynich manuscript is inspired by real plants, as well as mixing and matching different plants. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to show you how to make the heart. So remember for this, so when you're doing your secret messages, you need one heart per letter. So depending on how big your message is, depends how many hearts you need. So you leave your long tail ends again, you need your tail ends. So for this one, we're going to begin with a twist. No, we're not. We're going to begin with a magic circle for this one. I'm losing track. Okay, so we go underneath, over, and twist that around. I'm going to work into the main circle. Whoops-a-daisy. If you can't do the magic circle, you can always do a chain to work there. Okay, so we just do chain one, that's it. Then we're going to use the treble crochet stitch if you're in the UK, or the double crochet stitch if you're in the US, and you'd need to do 3 of these stitches. So you're going to go, first one's always a bit fiddly. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to do 2 of the half treble or the half double. Then you do a chain 2, and then you do the same thing in reverse. So we're going to do 2 half double or half treble, depending where you're from, and then 3 of the doubles or trebles. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1 to complete the actions of before, and then we're going to slip stitch or single crochet into the very middle, and we're going to cut off, and that's it. It's literally that easy. Now you've got 2 choices here. If you tuck the tail end in and pull it there, you'll end up having this, your leaf will have a little tip over into there. If you just leave that there and pull this tail end straight, it doesn't cause that action to happen. Okay, so it's your choice. I've done mixed both. So okay. Now then, the way that it actually works for you actually to add them to your actual squares. So obviously this is just a sampler. So you're going to decide which way you want your ivy pieces. So like I said, on my top row, I tend to have them all facing that way. Just because I didn't want to add them to the very edge, I just thought it looked neater to have them inside. Okay, so I'm going to do that there. So what you do is you just literally, so where you've already done this slip stitch, you put your hook through, pick up both of your tail ends. There, as she says, and I've only picked up one. Let's try that one again, shall we, and get the other one through without snagging my yarn. Okay, I've made this look worse than it is. It is not that hard, really. There we go, get the other tail end through. So you get your heart where you want it. So this would technically, if this was the bigger square, actually, it's actually the wrong way around, because the tops of your squares is this is the very top left hand corner. So let's just pull this out and let's move it over here, just for the sake of doing it in the right place, and show you that it is easier to get it to come through. Oh, I've still only got one tail end, oh my days. There, so then what you do is you pull your heart. Yep, so that's into place there. So then you get your tail ends, you pull them over, you go underneath your heart. So you're going to tie a knot. Okay, so just make that knot go underneath the heart. Don't do it massively tight, otherwise you're going to make your heart go like straight over the other side. So you want it to make sure your heart is want it to be pointing to the actual square you want to use. Then you come around the top of the heart, so you're going to do another, oh my gosh, I forgot my needle, another tail end, and then you come back and tie it again underneath. Me personally, I did all of my hearts all in a row before I sewed in the tail ends. I'm just going to go and get my needle, 1 minute. Okay, I'm back with my needle. And for you, that only seems like one second, but for me, it was longer than that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get both of the tail ends there and thread those onto my needle. So remember, we've actually done 3 knots to hold this into place. And then what we're going to do is just literally put the tail ends inside the heart itself. So tuck those into there. Pull your tail end through, so make sure that's nice and neat. And cut that off there. And so and then when you look on the opposite side, you can't tell that you've actually added anything to it. So in effect, your blanket would have a secret message on the other side that no one would see. But even if you made it into a cushion and had it that way and sewed it inside, no one would ever know what the message was. But yeah, so 1 heart per letter in each square. So some squares you may need to use more. I am actually putting a PDF file in the description box. So we've got some free instructions. I said I'm going to do that for free. I've also, oh, check me out. Trying to be, you know, for those of you who've watched me, I'm not the best with computers, but I found this thing called Buy Me a Coffee. I thought, oh, well, I'm going to join that just so that I can add the link into my videos. Little did I know that I actually can also add other bits and bobs in there. So if you want to just go and have a look at Buy My Coffee, even if you don't want to actually buy me the coffee, just want to go and have a look to see. I'm only just starting out, so it's brand new. Nobody's done anything on there, so it's like all brand new and lovely. But I just thought I'd just share that one. So what else am I doing? I've got one more. Yeah, I'm going to do one more video, which is just going to be the how-to video, I think. And that's all of the videos for the set. I'm going to put them into a playlist together so that you can sit and swap around, do whichever bits that you want to do. Okay, I already told you about saving all of your tail ends. Make sure when you've got all your tail ends into the bundles, so you'll need to make granny squares up to around 5 to hide all of your tail ends from the ivy cage. So you'll need to have 2 of those sandwiched together, and you make these beautiful cushions. So I've done this one, look, to match. This is from, like I said, this one here is King Charles and Queen Camilla, and so I just had to do the cushions joined together because they're a couple, and just thought and I've done the colours to match the coronation cushion. So I've actually got a really lovely set, so that yeah, just so that I can just just at the end of the day add that to my collection. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing. Bye for now.